Alright, so I thought I would do a quick little false lash tutorial, and just to warn you, it's not as easy as you would think, and sometimes I struggle with it once in a while, just placing them properly on the eyes. So just keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. Okay, so first you want to pick out your lashes. My favorite ones are these 116s by Ardell or Duralash. They used to be called Ardell. It's now Duralash. You can find them at Walmart, Superstore. I often get them at. But they're about $6 a pair. So these ones are quite nice. They're kind of natural. Ones that have spaces are a little more natural looking as they allow your natural lashes to poke through. Any that are very thick and close together tend to look doll-like. They're a lot more dramatic and heavy. So just keep that in mind when you're choosing your false lashes. So I just kind of gently pull them off. I've used these a couple of times, so they're coming off easily. Instead of pulling from the end, try to pull them down, just because if you pull from the end, they're a little bit stuck to the packaging and it might warp them or stretch them out. So first step that you want to do is take your lash. The thinner or shorter end will go on the inner corner. So just look at them and see the longer ends are going to go on the outsides of your eye, so you'll figure out which eye to put them on. So first you want to take your lash and place it on your eye just to kind of measure how far or how long it is. I find most of the time for my eyes I don't usually have to trim them, but if they're too long you want to start from the outside, and if they're going like way in here you want to trim them off a little bit. So these ones are perfect for me. Now the other thing you need is lash glue. Now most lash glue is latex based, so as long as you're not allergic to latex, you're good to go. My favorite glue is Duo. I've seen it at MAC, you can get it at Shoppers Drug Mart, London Drugs, Superstore, lots of different places carry it. And I prefer the clear, which is the blue. Clear I find, well, dry is clear. It goes on white, dry is clear, so if you make a mistake and you get it somewhere, you're not going to really see it. Whereas the black, the tinted black, some people like it, but I don't, unless you're super pro at doing it. If you make a little mistake, it's going to dry black and you can't really get it off and it just looks ugly. The other one is the type that comes with the brand of lashes I have. It's called Lash Grip, waterproof. I believe it comes in black and clear as well. And it's by Duralash. So either or, they're pretty much the same thing. If you are allergic to latex, there are other glues out there that you can use. I don't specifically know the names because they can actually, I find they kind of hurt to take off, whereas the latex base is stretchy, so when you pull it off it doesn't really hurt at all. So my trick is take a dab of the glue on your hand, and you can use an end of a fine brush. Just take the tip of your brush, pick up a little bit of the glue, and just run it along the band of the lashes. And once you get really good at this, you can use the actual the glue tube. You don't really need to use your brush, but this is an easy way to do it, I find. So you want to get a nice thin uniform coat and make sure that the ends are covered. That's the most important part because that's what needs to be sticking onto your eye. The ends are what tend to lift the quickest, and once those start lifting, it just isn't pretty. So once you have your glue on there, you can roll your lash and kind of get it rounded so that it's gonna form to your eye nicely. The Duralash lashes are quite flexible. That's another reason why they're my favorite. Some of the other lashes that have a very firm band are harder to put on because they tend to want to stay straight and they don't really glue to your eye very well. So we're letting this get tacky. So after about 10-20 seconds, it's good to put on. Let's see if you can see that. Place the outer corner closest to your outer corner and try to place your lashes really close to your actual lash line. Once they're on there, you can kind of press it down. And voila, you have some fuller lashes. So that's the part that you're going to really have to practice, is the placement of them. I do recommend having a nice close mirror that you can look in as you're doing it. Take your time and just try to place them as close to your lashes as possible. I usually recommend kind of looking down for a couple of seconds while they dry. Probably about 30 seconds is good, and then they should be firmly in place. So we'll do the other one and try to get it so you can see what I'm doing here. So sometimes if you can still sort of see the glue, you can just take an angle brush and your liquid or cream liner and just kind of go over top, and that'll make it blend right in. Also, your lashes should be able to be reused several times. I've used them up to 10 times sometimes. As long as you take good care of them, once you take them off at the end of the night, gently pick off the glue, put them back in your case, and they should be fine to use over and over again. So I hope that kind of gives you some good tips, and that's all I can really tell you. Again, practice, 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 and you should be able to do it.